from the car park here in Foster Breakwall, and we'll walk along the breakwall. I haven't done this side of the breakwall on the vlog yet. I've done the other side, which you'll see when we get up along here, but I haven't done this side, so we'll just do a vlog along this side here. Okay, it's a pretty nice day for it too. So today, this side over here that's Tuncurry Rock Pool. And then along there is the Tuncurry Breakwall. And we're on the Foster side, and this is the Foster side breakwall. And just here is the Marine Rescue Lookout Tower for Foster Tuncurry. Morning.
Yep.
A few guys along here fishing, as we can see. How you going, Ossa?
That's why I say I don't want any.
Just a little bit of an overflow lagoon here. When the weather gets rough, we get a fair bit of water coming over this breakwall. Last big storms we had a few people. I don't think they were local people. I think they may have been tourists. They got injured. They're getting too close to the end, and the wave got them and took them out. I know it's not funny, but hey, if you don't laugh, you've got to cry. But yeah, there's a few boats out here today. Kookaburras over the other side going off their heads. Either it's a territorial dispute, or one of them's got a snake or something, because there's many snakes along these breakwalls. Brown snakes, black snakes, just deadly snakes within the rocks. But they'll keep to themselves if you do too. There's two good fishermen down here. A couple of pelicans just taking a rest. Tell you what, it's a fantastic winter's day. Morning. Good, thanks. Here we get the end of the Foster side, the break wall. Marker beacon. Looks like this one's just been renewed. Last time I came up here, they were pretty rusty. There's that yellow buoy out there. I'm pretty sure that's the RF receiver for sharks that have been tagged with RFIDs. So we have a shark app that we can look at and see if there's been any of those tagged sharks in the area. Of course, they're not going to tell you if there's untagged sharks in the area. They're probably the ones that are going to get you. But at least you know if there's tagged sharks in the area. We don't tend to kill them. We tag them, release them, and they study them. They go up and down the coast. Most of them have their own prowling areas, probably 100 kilometres up and back, maybe further. But that's from my observations that I've seen on the app. And this here is the Foster main beach, with all the high-rise buildings of Foster behind. It was one of my main beaches to go to when I was a kid. Just looking back down the breakwall where we just came up. And then over this side here is Tungkurry. Along Tungkurry, along the breakwall. And over to 9 Mile Beach, which runs right up to Halliday's Point, right over there. So that's the Foster side of the breakwall. All these rocks came from a place, or most of the rocks came from a place which is over here. They call it the Tanks. And my next vlog, in a week or so, I'll do from over at the Tanks and we'll go for a walk along there. And that over there is Bennett's Head. There is a walking track up there. That will be another day for that one. But at the moment, we'll just walk back towards the car park. And if I can see any items of interest, I'll show them to you. There's an osprey. Let's see if I can zoom in on this one. There he is. Heading back. The ospreys have a nest in one of these Norfolk Island pines over there. Actually, I think it's in that one there. It's right at the top of that Norfolk Island pine, which has a flat top. There's a giant osprey nest. There's been a nesting pair up in there for years and years. They sit on the street lights across the bridge, and master fishermen. Here is an excellent view of the Tungkurry rock pool. Just zoom in on that. You can see the net there. That's not really for sharks. It does give you an illusion of safety, but it's more to stop people being pulled out by the current, Because if you get pulled out from there and the tide's running out, there's nothing really to stop you, unless there's a boat, until you get likely over near New Zealand. Now, it's a long way away, but I wouldn't want to be swimming in this part of the ocean anyway, because right down there, where there's a big ship down there at the moment, there's the fish co-op, and the trawlers come in and, well, it's been known to have sharks follow them in, but I haven't seen a shark for a while. Other people have. Probably, let's see, about a week ago, there was a humpback whale in here, frolicking around. Boys done fishing for the day. Don't know what that ship is over there. It's a catamaran by the looks. Twin hull. Looks like it's painted in a French grey colour, but I doubt that it's navy. Anyway, while we're here, just found this little walking track that goes along here. There's a little willy wagtail here. Just the other side of that lagoon. We've got a nice pig face and look like daisies. I think they're daisies. They could be dandelions, but I think they're daisies. I'm not too sure. I know these are pig face. Pig face have quite a tasty fruit after the flower dies off, and then the fruit becomes very tasty. Here, look at this one. This is a fairy wren. Oh, where'd he go? He flew away from me. Let's see if I can get in here. There he is. He's a brilliant blue colour on him. That's the male. And then I saw the female flitting around. We've had a bit of rain in the area lately, but not too much. Hasn't been too bad. G'day. That's the Marine Rescue Tower from the back side of the building. All these tall Norfolk Island pines. They're brilliant trees. They're great for climbing when you're a kid. Pretty dangerous though. This hill here with the mast on top. When I was a kid, there was a government building on there, and it's called Pilot Hill. And it's where the pilot for the boats that used to come in would live. You can see what's going on out at the ocean. How you going, guys? Lots of Banksias, Clistemons. This is the first time I've actually been down this track. When we were kids, none of these tracks were here. There's lots of sand hills. Now it's all re-establishing with the native vegetation taking back over, which is a good thing. It also was good when we were kids to muck around in the sand hills. So we're coming to the end of this track and it's bringing us out just in front of the Surf Lifesaving Club. Which is there. Brand new Surf Lifesaving Club, only been open probably less than a year. And over here is a little lookout stand that we shall use. Provided thanks to the Lions Club of Forster Tuncurry. We look back over there to the Forster Breakwall. We just went along. Bit of a rock outcropping there. We come along the beach. Rock outcropping. Right down over to there. And that pool over there, which was built just after the Second World War by returned servicemen, that's called the Bull Rink. That's where basically I already knew how to swim, but in that we used to come down here for our school sports during summer and swim in that pool, and that's where I got my intermediate star bar. And I got that, I think, just before I left to join the Navy at the age of 16. Out there, that rock where you can see those waves breaking, that's called Hayden's Rock. That headland there is called Second Head. There's a car park up there with lookouts. The main beach of Forster Tuncurry. Rather than going back the same way we just came, I'm going to take this back way, which will take us through a caravan park, Forster Main Beach Caravan Park. and take me back to where I parked my car. Not sure which way to go. Not sure at all which way to go. I think we might walk up this way. Seems like a better way to go. Hopefully I'll be able to get through. I'm heading up to the flag mast on top of Pilot Hill. It's a bit cold today. Got a bit of the sniffles, sorry about that. Bit of a history of the area. Historic site, Pilot Hill. I won't read any of it, it's a bit hard. You can see Foster Tuncurry. Before the Tuncurry breakwall was put in, just the Foster side. And a few shipwrecks. And that one's there, that's called the Jap, wrecked in 1934. The Otis, wrecked in 1923. The Favourite, wrecked in 1897. And on the 31st of May 1897, the Favourite, Ability, Bellbird and Osprey were wrecked off Cape Hawke Harbour following severe storms. So there's a few there, been washed ashore and wrecked. Right, it's all very interesting, eh? Let's see, there's a big one coming in now. Trawler. May have things following it, who knows? I would never find out because I'm not going to go swimming in there anymore. I'll go swimming in there for sure. The Tuncurry rock pool. So if I pan around, it's a beautiful area up here. There's the Foster Tuncurry Bridge, built in 1959, just celebrated its 66th birthday. And then down here is a caravan park, or for the Americans, trailer park. For the rest of the world, caravan park. One of several in the area. Again, Norfolk Island Pines. Back around to there. Okay, we'll continue on with the walk, heading back to the car park. place to mount your camera. Get a great photo. It is a great photo. One should get a photo of that. Which I did. These ones I'm not too sure, but I think they're date palms. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It's not very usual, but sometimes I am wrong. Just ask my wife. Nice little platforms over to stand on. You can set your picnic up on these. Back to Marine Rescue. As you can see, these Norfolk Island pines are quite a magnificent tree. Branches lend themselves to being climbed. Looks like we can get back down here. There's a pathway and some stairs. Couple of swings for the kids. Talking about swings, I should have been paying attention. I nearly fell down the step. And here we are, back at the car park where I started from. That was a good little walk. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I did want to finish this off because I've done the Tuncurry breakwall and then the Tuncurry foreshore over that side. Then I did one across the bridge. And I've done one the other side of the bridge here on this side on Foster, but the other side of the bridge underneath and then through. And now I've done this side underneath and through to the breakwall and up around Pilot Hill. So I think this area is complete. So as I said, next one, I'll probably go to Pebbly Beach, second head, more than likely. But yeah, we'll just walk back to the car park. Then I'm over there. someone got in trouble. This is having a chat to someone in their car. Anyway, we might call it a day here, guys. Oh, there's his car out there. Okay, thanks for watching.